So we discussed very interesting concepts in profit and loss. We already started discussing profit and loss, my dear students. So let me tell you, let me come to the point again. As far as this particular topic is concerned, I told you what is profit and what is loss. Student, yes, as far as this particular concept is concerned, so we have only one formula to handle with. Profit is given by the formula selling price minus cost price. Yeah, right. So, okay, fine. So, students, so profit is defined by the formula selling price minus cost price. And by the way, profit percent is given by the formula profit by cost price into 100. So, how much profit you get, it all depends on the cost price. You call it as cost price. Some people call it as the investment. So, the profit of any company obviously depends on the volume of the business. If you invest 1 lakh rupee, you will be getting accordingly. And if you invest some $1 billion, you will be getting accordingly. Isn't it? So, profit depends on the investment size. I hope you understand this. And if you can look at the business, obviously, nowadays, only the size matters. So, what kind of business you are doing and what is the size of the business is all important for your information, my dear students. For your understanding, I just want to tell you that so some few years ago, you used to have some small banks like Andhra Bank, Corporation Bank, and what you call is a Dina Bank, something like used to have the small size bank. But now it is absolutely clear that small size banks cannot sustain anymore, as we can see that. Students, I think yes, now you understand that as small sized banks cannot sustain anymore, probably now you come to know that now the small banks are merged together and they are forming a big bank. Now we have only big banks like SBI, like Union Bank of India. Now we have only big banks, which means to say that now the size of the business has become big. Now it is absolutely understandable that small size businesses cannot sustain for a long time. I think you understand this. So more the business size, more the profit. So that particular business size, we say that, yeah students, yes, you are asking me to explain some angles and clock. I understand your point. Let me complete this, and after having completing this, I will answer all your questions. So my dear students, we call it as the cost price, and when it comes to the company, cost price is defined by capital. Capital means investments. So more the investment, more the profit. At the same time, there is a chance of heavy loss as well. You understand my point? So loss is given by the formula CP minus SP. So by the way, loss percent is given by the formula loss divided by CP into 100. Yes students, even when it comes to loss, it is understandable that it all depends on the size of the business. If you are doing the business with a meager 1 lakh rupee, your loss is very much limited. And if you are doing a business something like 1 crore, obviously loss is huge. That is the reason why the corporate companies, the big companies, if they get into loss, obviously the entire situation just changes like anything. So my dear students, profit or loss depends on cost price. I call it as cost price, business people call it as capital. Okay. Anyway, now you understand what is profit and what is loss. In fact, once we get into the detail, the topic becomes so interesting. But at the moment, I don't think that is anyway required to you. So let us completely confine ourselves only to the extent of profit and loss. Let me give you a clear picture about this one, and then after that, I will go into the details. Okay. Student, please solve these questions, man. Here we go. Cost price of an article is 500. Okay, man. So by cost price is 500. So you are expecting a profit of 25%. May I know that what is the selling price? Come on, student. Please look at that. Here we go. By selling an article for 500 rupees, if somebody gets a profit of 25%, may I know what is the cost price? Come on, go ahead, go ahead. Please answer these two questions. Please, before you answer, make sure that what information is given to you. Because whether it is cost price or selling price, you should be careful. Because 25% of 500 rupees is 125. Student, I think I need not explain you this once again, because 25% is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 of 500 is 125. So because you bought it for 500 and you are expecting a profit of 125. Yes, I can see your messages. Yeah. Therefore, the selling price must be 625. You bought it for 500 and you are expecting a profit of 125. 500 plus 125, therefore it is 625. I think you understand this. Yes, I can see. Now students, now look at the second one. Look at the second one. Student, please understand that you are given selling price, which means to say that you should not calculate 25% on 500, because 500 is the selling price. So whenever you are given the selling price, the person should be handled something like this. By selling an article for 500, you get a profit of 25%. So 500 is nothing but 125%. Yeah, so 500 is equal to 125%. So when 125% is 500, now let us calculate what is the cost price. Remember, cost price is always 100%. So 100 into 500 by 125, 125 cancels for 4 times, hence your answer is 400. So 625 and 400, these are the correct answers. Okay, man? So please look at the next question. Now here we go. So cost price of an item is 600 rupees. So student, just listen to me. I bought it for 600. And I am prepared a loss of 20%. May I know that what is the selling price? Come on, yes, just do it. Now question number 4. By selling an article for 600 rupees, if a trader loses 20%, may I know what is the cost price? Come on, man, come on, yes. Student, just look at that. So 20% on 600 is 120 rupees. Yeah, we can definitely calculate 20% on 600, because 600 is the cost price where we can calculate loss or profit for sure. But please understand that 120 rupees is the loss. He bought it for 600, but he was selling out for a loss of 120 rupees, and hence the selling price must be 480. Because you can see there is a loss of 20%. So when you lose 20%, obviously you have to subtract the same from 600. I think, yes, I am getting it clear to you. Okay, right. Now when we look at question number 4, you are given the selling price. Student, when you are given the selling price, it is something a different ball game. So when you are selling an article for 600, you got only 80% of investment back. By selling an article for 600, you got 80% of the amount back. The reason for that is 20% loss. So for your information, 80% is 600 rupees. Now we question what is 100% by 80. So 20 cancels for 5 times, 20 cancels for 4 times. 5 into 150 is 750 rupees. So the selling price is 750 rupees. So let me put some question to you. I hope that yes, you are able to answer this question with command, because yeah, very good. Come on student, please answer this question, man. Please answer this question. By selling an article for 1200 rupees, if a trader gets a profit of 20%, what is the cost price? Come on, go ahead. By selling an article for 1200 rupees, if trader loses 20%, what is the cost price? Come on, make it fast. We say that by selling an article for 1200, a trader recovers 120%, which means to say that 1200 includes the cost price plus a profit of 20%. So 1200 is nothing but 120%. So 120% is 1200. Now let us see what is the cost price. Cost price is always 100%. Hence this is 1000 rupees. Now come to this. By selling an article for 1200 rupees, a trader gets only 80%. The reason is he loses 20%. He loses 20%. So when you are losing 20%, it is understandable that you are getting 80%. So 80% is 1200 rupees. So what is 100%? Therefore your answer is 1500 rupees. Student, do you understand it? This when you are given selling prices. Now I think you must be absolutely clear. We can move ahead because from your response it seems that yes, we are going very, very strong. Okay, man? Now yes, I understand that yes, we are going very strong. Yes, we can discuss this question. Come on, here we go. This one. Please, I want to make some changes in the question. You need to respond quickly, man. Ready? Now yes, here we go. In place of 25%, you take only 5% and get the answer for this question. I am waiting for your response. Quick. So come on, students. So by selling an article for 880, a trader gets a profit of 10%. So 880 is nothing but 110%. So by selling at 880, got his money back and also gets a profit of 10%. Now the question is, what is the selling price? So what is the selling price in order to get a profit of 5%? So if you are willing to get a profit of 5%, my question is at what price you must be selling this? Yeah, exactly. So this cancels for 8 times, therefore your answer must be 840. Very good. So I think yes, we can move ahead. Now here we go. Student, okay, I just want to make some changes in the question. So let us see how do you answer this one. So in place of 9,500, let me take 630 rupees. In place of 9,500, let me take 3,800. Please answer the question again. By selling an article for 3,800, a trader loses 5%. What should be the selling price in order to get a profit of 5%? Come on, make it fast. So when by selling an article for 3,800, we can see that we recovered a loss of 5%. So 3,800 is nothing but 95%. So when 90% is 3,800, so what should be the selling price to get a profit of 5%? So you are getting 105%. Okay, now yes, you can easily get it right. So 19 cancels for 5 cancels for 19, 19 2 times. Therefore your answer is 4,200. Now I think yes, we must be moving to the next level. Now here we go. Come on, student, just look at that. A man sells a watch at a profit of, a man sells a watch at a gain of 15.5%. And we don't know what was actually, at what price is sold, but at the time he get a profit of 15.5%. We don't know the profit, price, but he get a profit of 15.5%. Okay? If he had sold it for 15 rupees more, he would have gained a profit of 18.5%. Come on, student, could you see that there is a difference of 3%? How do you know that? Yeah, the point is so simple. Because earlier he sold it for a profit of 15.5%. Now he is selling for 18.5%. So there is a difference of 3%. So that 3% is nothing but 15 rupees. So when 3% is 15 rupees, what is 100%? The question is, what is 100%? Therefore, your answer must be 500 rupees. Student, may I know why did you get 3%? May I know why did you get 3%? You understand why did you get 3%? Do you understand the concept of 3%? That is the difference between 15.5% and 18.5%. Do you understand, my dear students? Yeah, that's very good. So by selling 15 rupees more, he gets an additional profit of 3%. So that 3% is nothing but 15 rupees. So what is 100%? Okay? Okay, man? Now, here we go. Student, may I know, any one of you can get this answer, please? That was the 15.5% profit and this is 18.5% profit. Look at this question. If there is any change in the question, you should be careful. Student, just look at that. There was a loss of 4%. There was a loss of 4%. If he had sold it for 64 rupees more, he would have gained 4%. You understand this point, my dear students? You understand this point or not? So that was the minus 4%. This is plus 4%. Oh, good, good. So unlike in the previous question where you are given both the profits, student, tell me what is the difference between plus 4% and minus 4%? 8%. So 8% is the difference when it is sold for 64 rupees more. So when 8% is 64 rupees, now let us calculate what is 100%. Cost price is always 100%, therefore your answer must be 800. Shall I make some changes in the question? Okay. Now yes, okay, we see some changes. Student, in place of 4% loss, we consider 2%. Okay, in place of 4% gain, we consider 8%. Now, if this is the case, then how do you get the answer? Come on, yes, make it fast. Earlier, you lose 2%, so there is a loss of 2%. But when you are selling at a gain of 8%, come on, students. So this is plus 8% and this is minus 2%. There is a change of 10%. So actually we are getting from minus 2 to plus 8%. Very good, very good. So there is practically there is a difference of 10%. So 10% is nothing but 64 rupees because you are selling 64 rupees more. So 10% is 64 rupees. Now let me question what is 100%. Therefore your answer must be 640 rupees. So come on, student. Now, student, please focus. I want to tell you one important point. Please completely focus on the board. I just want to give you some important points. Okay. Now just listen to me. Student, for example, a trader has two items, item number 1 and item number 2, and the cost price of the first item is 400 rupees and he bought another item for again 400 rupees, and the first item was sold at a profit of 10% and second item was sold at a profit of 10%. Please listen to me. Come on, student, please completely focus. Just look at the board, my dear student. A businessman is having two items and cost price of both the items is 400 rupees each. And the first item was sold at a profit of 10% and the second item was sold at a loss of 10%. If this is the case, my dear students, please look at that. On the first item, he gets a profit of 40 rupees. On the first item, he gets a profit of 40 rupees. And on the second item, he gets a loss of 40 rupees. Do you understand that, my dear students? Now, before I conclude this, can we calculate 10% on 400? Student, please tell me yes or no. Why we can calculate 10% on 400? Because 400 is the cost price. Profit or loss depends on cost price. Therefore, we can calculate 10% on 400. 400 on 10% is 40 rupees. Yeah, very good. So here you get 40 rupee profit. Here you lose 40 rupee. And finally, if I can say that there is no loss, no gain. I hope you understand this. Right? I think there is no confusion. Student, please write some important notes. Please note down. Note number 1. Note number 1. Okay, if the cost price of two items is same, if the cost price of two items are same, and the profit and loss percent are also same, the profit and loss percent are also same, then there is no profit, no loss in the whole transaction. In the whole, very good. In the whole transaction, please write down. Please note down. If the cost price of two items is same and the profit and loss percent are also same, then there is no profit, no loss in the whole transaction. And you know that why there is no profit, no loss, and this is practically given to you. Probably, yes, you can easily understand this point without any doubt. Yeah, students. Now, so you noted down this one. Now, shall I erase it, man? Shall I move on to next point? I just need to tell you one more point. Yeah, students, shall I move on to next point? Shall I erase? Okay. So I think yes, we can move on to next one. So students, now just listen to me. Here we go. Student, now just listen to me. Let me suppose that I have got two articles. I have two articles with me. I have two articles. Ready? Yeah. So first item was sold for 600 rupees. First item was sold for 600 rupees. And second item was also sold for 600 rupees. Now listen to me. Both the articles were sold at the same price, which means to say that 600 rupees each. Now just listen to me. And on first item, I get a profit of 10%. And on the second item, I got 10% loss. Students, may I know that? So come on, student. Yes, you can see that. You can see that. Can I calculate 10% on 600? Please say yes or no. Like in the previous question, can I say 10% profit? Which means to say that can I say I get a profit of 60 rupees, 10% on 600? Can I say I get a loss of 60 minus 60 rupees? Can I do that? Can I do that? Yes, no. Please say yes or no. Is this the process? Is this the right process? Can I do this like? Wonderful, no. Very good, no. No, very good, no. The very reason is The very reason is you are not given the cost prices, but you are given the selling prices. So 10% should not be calculated on 600, because the 600 is the selling price, which means to say that unlike in the previous question, it is not plus 60 and minus 60. Then what is this? Please write down. Please write down. Note number 2. Note number 2. If the selling prices of two items, if the selling prices of two articles is same, two articles is same, comma, profit and loss percent are also same, profit and loss percent are also same, then there is always loss, then there is always loss in the whole transaction, comma, the net loss percent is equal to profit percent into loss percent by 100. Now come on student, please answer this question. Here we go. Yes, do it. What is the answer for this question? Yes, come on, make it fast. In this question it is given that there were two articles, article number 1 and article number 2, and the cost price of the first article is 1200. Of course, the cost price of the second article is also 1200, and the first article was sold at a profit of 10%, second article was sold at a loss of 10%. Yeah, this is absolutely correct. So when cost prices of two articles is same, profit and loss percent are also same. So what you said is right, my dear students. There is no profit, no loss in the whole transaction. Come on student, I think now you are getting it right, man. Now here we go. Please answer this question. I am waiting for your answer. Again, there are two items. Item number 1 and item number 2. Yes, you can see that. And the first item was sold for 940 rupees. And the second item was also sold for 940 rupees. We can see this here. In first item, he gets a profit of 15%. Yes. And on second item, he loses 15%. We can see that. We can see that. Student, now just look at that. Just look at that, my dear students. When selling prices of two items is same, profit and loss percent are also same, there is always loss in the whole transaction. The net loss is given by 15 into 15 by 100. 15 into 15, 225. 225 by 100. So which means 2.25% loss. Very good. So there is a loss of 2.25%. Very well done. Very well done. Because we know that there is a loss. There is a loss. There is a loss. So of course the loss percent is 2.25%. Concept is all about profit percent into loss percent by 100, because I told you that in this transaction there is always a loss. The net loss percent is equal to profit percent into loss percent by 100. No man, no. So please look at that. When the selling prices are given to you, so this process must be adopted when the selling prices are given to you. Please understand that. I am repeating once again, my dear students. If you don't learn right now, once you get into your college, probably you will be so busy with your academics. I can be very sure that you may not be able to concentrate at all. I can tell you that you will not be able to concentrate once you get into your college. So this is the very right time. I think you can handle this. Student, please listen to me. I want to make some changes in this question. Here we go. In place of 15%, you please take 20%. In place of 15% loss, you take 20%. Answer this question again. So in this case also you are given selling prices of two items. First item was sold for 940 at a profit of 20%. Second item was again sold for 940 at a loss of 20%. So when the selling prices of both the items is same, profit and loss percent are also same, there is always loss. The net loss percent is equal to profit percent into loss percent by 100, hence it is 4% loss. Anyway students, so it's very good going math. So probably yes, I need to explain some points you raised today. Tomorrow we discuss this again, and tomorrow we will be meeting again at the same time. Thank you.